And all right, so last week we've been playing a Canadian game, right? We played as Canada on the Canadian map, and we were crushing, except for Russia, which went like Super Saiyan. It started on the other side of the map. It blobbed out and expanded like crazy, and it was able to. We did a hell of a good job nuking the crap out of Russia and taking a bunch of cities, and then she just flew out into space. So that was a thing. So then, what we did is we talked about like what might we want to do. Hey, Grumpy Forever, thanks for the sub. And that was a resub. We got Zealous Gamer with the resub coming up, and Swede Maniac with a new subscription, and Careless Rex with the resub as well. Thank you very much, all you guys. So, and we decided what we'd do is we would play with the Belgium Civilization, which is a mod that you have to download from the Steam Workshop, and we would play on, well, what was voted for as an Earth-like map. Well, it turns out there's a Europe map, which I've never played on before. So it's just Europe. We're playing as Belgium Civilization. It's a standard map size, although I think, and this was part of the problem with the Canadian map, is we played on a standard map size, but I don't think there's actually that much water around. So I think effectively there's a lot more land to go. So when you play on a standard map size, by default, you end up with 8 total civilization, yourself plus 7 others. And it gave the AI a lot more room to expand. And since we're a lot more capped by happiness than the AI is, we couldn't really take advantage of all that space the same way. So what I've done here is we've boosted up to a total of 10 civilizations. So just a scooch more crowded than if I just left the default. But I think in the end it'll end up feeling pretty similar to a standard map. Maybe a little bit more crowded, but that's going to be okay. So there we go. Hey, Luno, thanks for the sub. Brand new subscriber. Thank you very much. All right. Everything here looks solid. As far as I can tell, 0 dropped frames. Everyone seems to be okay. Bedinsis hopes that Quill gets a Cocoa Source. That would be quite nice. As Belgium, the big thing that I have is the ability to build a chocolaterie. Hey, Skyblood Orchid, thanks for the sub. Which is interesting. It replaces the zoo, I think it was. Waddle! 79, thanks for the sub. Belgium. Yeah, this replaces the zoo. And what's interesting about this is it doesn't give us any actual happiness like the zoo does, but it gives us a praline luxury resource. So as we build more of these bad boys, we can trade for more luxuries. Meta joke! Haha, I got that reference. No, thanks for the sub. All right, so here we are. Now, this is not a true start location map. What's interesting here is that we seem to have been deposited, based on how our surroundings look, it feels like we're in roughly the correct area for Belgium, which is cool. And we've gone and renamed our city from Brussels over to Brussels, so there we've got that. We've got tons of cotton. We've got some furs. We actually, our settler was initially positioned here. We actually moved him over here, and what you can't tell is that we're actually on stone. If you mouse over it, yeah, it says resource stone. So it doesn't have a little icon for it, but there's technically still stone under there. And yeah. Malikanth, thanks for the sub. Sorry, can't afford much at the moment. Love your working game style. Keep up the excellent work. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for the tip. And we will endeavor to do well. So, the downside of that is that we can't improve the stone by building a quarry on it, so we won't get the bonus production. But the reason we did it is so that we'd be adjacent to the river, which is super good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But if we do build the Stoneworks, I think that's the name of it. God, I'm bad at these things. It'll still benefit this tile, which means we'll still get an extra production out of that later on. All right, so the first turn is already basically done. We've gone and set our research. Of course, we're going to go to pottery first because we want to get a shrine up and running. I don't think we'll pursue a religion. Last time we did. This time we may not, depending on, what happens exactly. Just because there's so many AIs out there that getting a religion is going to be harder. We're also going to be more crowded, I think. So it'll be harder to fight for a religion, but we'll see how it goes. We're starting with a monument, which is, of course, a very, very strong start, especially with the changes to tradition, which we will be going for. There's an argument to be made about still starting with the scout or something, but I'm going to be happy starting with the monument. We'll get some more border pops. And if we're... Here's the thing. If we're actually densely packed in, scouting may not be quite as important just because we're not going to have that much land that we're going to be able to spot. So the speed of a scout may not be required. And furthermore... Thank you. Furthermore, we may want to expand our borders a little bit faster as a safe way to secure more things. From Hiss. Kaboom! Thank you very much, Hiss, for that. All right, so let's... I think what I'm going to mostly do is explore down this river, because rivers are great to settle on, because cities there get a bonus to trade. So we may want to settle on or about a river over here. Marsh is bad. It's kind of crummy territory, although we can clear out the marsh later on. Having more cattle is good. I do like the fact that we have double cattle plus sheep. Really, really quite nice. It's a lot of extra food resources, really good. We'll get a little bit of production from these hills. I'll probably farm this hill because it's next to a river and I like doing that. But overall, I'll feel pretty okay. I guess we'll dodge around the marsh so it doesn't eat our maneuver here. Got more cotton, more cows. Yeah, I'll keep going down river here. So it really feels like we're in the sort of I don't know, the Low Countries-ish area, you know, depending on exactly, because the map is randomized. It's not, even though we're playing on the European map, it's a European sort of inspired map. It's not, you know, 100% real world. It's going to be randomized every time. So it feels like we're probably in the Danish, Netherlands-ish, Belgian-ish area. But we might not be. For all we know, we could be in something like Iberia at this point, and this could be a really low England. We'll see. We'll see how it happens when we explore a bit more. You and Katie are still better love story than Twilight. Katie? Which Katie? Katie Cat? Kate? I don't know what that means, but oh, Catherine. You're talking about Catherine the Great. Now, here's the thing, okay? If Catherine shows up, if Russia shows up in this game, we might have to deal with things differently. Hey, Goody Hut. Okay, well, I guess that's it. I was going to go onto the hill for visibility. Well, I suppose I still could, because I could still reach there next turn no matter what, but someone might technically get in the way, so I'll play it safe and do that. Bum, 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 bum. Advanced weapons. Not bad. It'd be better if it was an upgraded scout, because then that scout stays good forever. Hey, Not Red, thanks for the resub. Also, the scout upgrades to an archer, which is kind of awesome. But hey, an early spearman. That'll help clear up barbarians. Maria Theresa of Austria, the Lady of the Wendish Mark, welcomes your eminence to... Oh, let's just get this over with. I have a luncheon at 4. Well, hello, Maria. I actually haven't played many games with Maria in it. I think it just somehow happened that way. I think when I have played and she showed up, I was like playing with someone like Venice or Greece or someone like, I want to win a diplomatic victory, and I like showed up with people who would just eat all my people. We do have cocoa down here. Obviously, we should make that a really high priority. I mean, we're playing as Belgium. We need to get our hands on some proper chocolate. So, plus it's another luxury resource, which is always good. We got some more cattle down here. Access to the southern coast. Mountain over there. I don't know where Austria actually is. I'm going to go west, I suppose. We'll explore a little bit more about this cocoa. More cat. Oh, my God. The only difficulty here is this. This spot here, for example, might be a really sweet spot to settle. Next to a river. On a hill gives you a defensive boost, plus technically a little bit more production bonus, although later on it means you can't improve with certain ways. But it's not bad early on. But then we'd be one off of the coast. Suppose we could settle down here. Not get the river. That would be pretty strong. Anyway... Wujatan! Hello, hello, hello. Where are you? Where's your dude that has met us? I don't know. Hate it when you don't actually see their scout. I haven't actually checked. Are we working the correct tiles? Yeah, we're working that. I may even want to lock it. If we get to 50 gold, we might go ahead and rush the cattle so that we can grow faster. Hitman Zeus, thanks to the resub. 14 long months, and thank you, Warmblood, for the tip. Yeah, you're actually on time for Wednesday. Cool. We're gonna have a good time here, I think. I suppose I could move inland, but I don't think that's actually going to reveal any more tiles. And we may as well stick to the coast a little bit longer, get a better outline. So, here's the thing. We could be in Spain. You know, it could be in Iberia-ish territory. Or we could still be where we initially thought, which is to say sort of the northern coast of central-ish Europe. There's a lot of possibilities. We don't... Like, the map generator is different every time. Still, I don't feel... I mean, we might be in Iberia, then we'd be in an edge, which I guess would be safe. But also leads us to positions like last time, where we started on one edge of the continent, and then Russia was on the other side of the continent, which means we couldn't do anything to stop her. Do I just want to cut across here? Actually, I'll cut across this way. We'll get a little bit more movement, expose a few more tiles. We've got stone, more cotton, more cattle, bison over here. This is some really rich territory. The only question is, how are we going to claim it all? I don't know. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start on a worker. We could pop out a warrior or even a scout at this point, but I think I'm going to squeeze out a worker. I'm hoping that we don't have too many barbarian problems because this is going to be a bit more of a dense map. So there shouldn't be that many barbarian encampments. In one turn, we'll finish pottery. I will switch over to working a shrine at that point, except when I inevitably forget it, in which case I won't. Your geography feel of Europe is horrible, dude. I mean, the thing is, when we started here, we're like, okay, if this is here, this could be. I think the chat, especially last week, was in agreement that this felt like this could be like sort of Scandinavian-ish kind of stuff, maybe, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, the thing is, we could be sitting in Russia or something crazy like this. There's no consistency in how the terrain gets generated here. Let's go. Where do I want to go from here? South, north. Let's go directly west, I suppose. We can get on a hill, get some nice vision. We got some copper over here, more luxury resources. Very nice. Okay, don't mind that at all. Let's make sure to switch over to my Shrin over here. Still working decent tiles. Don't have any money to brush by anything. It's going to be kind of annoying. The AI auto tile pickup loves to prioritize things like cotton, whereas I'd much rather have the cattle for the food. I don't need the extra gold right now. That was... Oh, Huluan! Hey, vegan chocolate. Sure, vegan chocolate. That's the amazing EU4 tutorial of the Timbers. Wow, that was super old. That's a long time ago. Ooh, what do you have here? That's China. And we haven't actually... Oh, yeah, we did meet China at some point. So, just because we see our warrior here doesn't mean she's over here. But she could be. Let me pop north here and see at this hill. Oh, we got a city-state to meet. We'll do that. Pantheon founded, goddess of the hunt. If we get stone circles, that would be very nice. Would be pretty good. Not a great gamer pwn. Thanks for the sub. And Hardcore Ginger as well. Thank you very much for the resub. Do like that name. We'll go here and then there. So we'll discover Vaduz. And we're the first person to meet you. I think we can pledge to protect. I don't think China nor Austria, not that we know where Austria is, are very likely to bully a city-state. So we can get a little bit of relationship boost there. We could go and beat up these brutes, but we don't have a mission for it yet. We do have superior force, which is nice. Having the spearmen here, of course. Yeah, I have no intention to actually, like, fight him. So let's just scooch over here and generally be okay and see what else we can spot. I don't think we're going to get much in the way of goody huts in this map, just because of how dense it is. There we go. So it has expanded here. It is now working this tile, which is fine. I mean, this is strictly better than that, but I would much rather the 3 food. Oh, I have enough money. How did I get money? Wasn't that 25 a second ago? I didn't pop another goody hut for cash. There's something I missed. Something I forgot. Did we just go that many turns? No. Well, whatever. Oh, I hear a creep explosion coming. Faint Speaker. Hey, Faint Speaker. Did I not name one of my Rimworld people after you? I think I did. Protect the cocoa from Austria. Yeah. We should do that. I'm going to purchase this Whoa! More chocolate! Look at here. That's weird. It's in, like, the fog. Did it reveal? Oh, okay. It just didn't update live here. But look at that. By buying the tile, we revealed some more cocoa, which is wonderful. And we are going to work... Obviously that, but I would much rather the hammer than the extra gold there, Brussels. You're doing the wrong thing. We'll finish that shrine, then go to the worker. We may want to start pulling this guy back to potentially, yeah, guard wherever the heck we want to settle. Policy. All right, we're going to go with tradition. Tradition is still extremely strong, even with the nerfs. And again, I think there's going to be limited breathing room on this space, on this map, so it'll work out especially well. Got a mountain there, some wheat. Okay, we definitely have gone a little too far. I'm going to go south around here and loop back along the southern coast. Ooh, effluence. Oh, well, there's China. I could declare on her and steal a worker. No, she's protecting things now. Do I want to loop around here? We might get sort of stuck. I'll take one more step anyway for vision. No, that's not really helpful, is it? Okay. Now, I'm going to hope that China decides to settle west and grab the ivory and the wheat. But it might not. Yeah, she's run away with her worker. Beijing. Oh, and it is right on the coast. So it looks like she's in... this is Beijing's Serlona. I'm gonna go with that. We're in a Catalan country over here. Or maybe even... I guess that might be more Aragonese. Because I think... Wait. Oh, I had animal husbandry queued up after that. I guess that makes sense. We do have enough of it. And did we reveal any horses? No. What do you want? Defeat barbarian units. Yeah, give me the mission to destroy the camp, though. That would be nice. So, no horses. All right, obviously calendar is going to be a relatively high priority here to get all these. We're also going to want camping for the furs. I guess this is also a plantation, which is good. I don't think we have to rush by that tile. Do we need early archery? I mean, we're not playing on deity or anything like that, so I'm not sure we have to rush it. Where do we get the... what am I thinking of? I wonder if there's any chance we could just go for the Hanging Gardens on this map if we're not looking for a lot of expansion. That would be interesting. We're not going to get Temple of Artemis or anything like that. This is pretty strong. Oh, the stoneworks and calendar. That's right. That's what I'm thinking of. Building a stoneworks early on would be quite nice. Unlocking this also gives us access to a lot of our luxuries. Lord Mime! Should I donate or not? I think you've already answered that question. We could reveal iron really early, but I don't think there's any need to do that. It's tempting to go for the Hanging Gardens. Like, always very, very tempting. The problem is, if we did this, we'd really have to not rush any expansion. And with 10, or rather 9 AIs in this map, I don't think we can guarantee getting any of that. Sometimes they're really late getting Hanging Gardens, but sometimes they rush it, and it's unbelievable. So, ba-dum-bum. I mean, getting a library up and running early is nice, too. Let's get calendar into writing. Actually, our early workers... No, we need to be able to get one luxury resource at this point. So we'd either have to get trapping or something. We'll get calendar into writing, into archery, I think, will be perfectly acceptable. So I was talking about bringing this guy home, but now I'm, like, kind of stuck. So I guess we may as well expand a little bit. All right, another one going on. Swede Maniac. Thank you very much for the donation. I want to throw my money at you to keep making vids, keep me busy at work. Missed you in Stockholm. Are you coming back? All the best, Johan. Yeah, well, I don't have any scheduled stuff right now, but I definitely will, of course, want to go back to Stockholm. That fan meet was amazing, first of all. You did, I'm sorry to say, you did miss something really, really incredible. I really don't want to keep going this way. I want to go back home. It just feels so unoptimal to not be revealing anything. As soon as I found Beijing, I should have booted around. You know what? I should turn around. No, they're not going to grab these tiles because there's no special resources, and they're hilly. So we're not going to get locked in, but I should still... Tell you what, let's go through here. We might get another goodie hut. It could happen. And then loop around back, and then get ready to protect my worker when I get home. Tiles being worked. Yeah, that's fine. No reason to work the hammers. We want the food. Groovy. Adopt new policy. So we're going to grab oligarchy, which doesn't help us too terribly much right now. Ethilium, thanks for the sub. But gets us toward legalism, which will be very handy for our next city. We will want to grab aristocracy right around the time that we make our national college. Borders have grown. Did it reveal anything? No. So yeah, I'm really worried about this worker getting stomped by barbarians, because there's actually quite a lot of empty space over here. We will get some barbarian spawns. Oh! Oh! Goody hut. Okay, alright. Staying around here was worth it. I'm not worried about giving her the embassy and revealing my location. A little bit of extra cash is quite nice, but we could just wait until we have writing, and then we can do a mutual embassy, which I think we'll probably just do. Yeah, I'm going to turn you down for now. But as soon as I get writing, we'll get a mutual embassy. Don't worry about it. 100 gold! Okay, do we want to rush by a tile? I don't think anyone's going to settle here instantaneously. It's possible that Beijing will drop a city, but there's no way for me to stop her from doing that. She'd probably put it somewhere on the beach, around the river over here, if she decided to go east. And I could still buy cocoa from under her. But I'm really tempted to just lock that down. Let's do that. Plus, it's an excellent tile to work. The cattle here would also be pretty good, but this is pretty strong. Okay. Plus gives us a little bit more vision, and reduces where barbarians can pop. Oh, I guess we'll meet the city-state. Hello, Wellington. Wow, no one's come out here at all. Okay, so China's, like, looking completely east. because we were the first person to meet Wellington, which means almost certainly she's going to prioritize settling over here because she doesn't know about this territory. She doesn't realize she's got some sweet, sweet land. Another goody hut! Oh my god! Okay, China, listen. China, bro. You're not doing a very good job of your scouting. Reveals barbarian encampments. Woo! Where did it reveal? Way over here in potentially Ireland. Draugo, thanks for the sub. All right, so even here, we've got sort of a very elongated Iberian Peninsula, assuming we accept the fact that Beijing is sort of there. Either that, or the Mediterranean has taken a chunk out of a France-ish area, which means Beijing would be in France. Except we know that France is over here, obviously. Yeah, let's boot it home. Something like that's perfectly reasonable. Oh, we just beat our scout over here. Ha ha! Settle west. China, settle west. Carthage. How's it going? I wonder where you are. I do not know. All right. Worker coming online. Still haven't seen any barbarian activity over here, which makes me happy. Calendar has come online, which is very good. Working on writing next. We probably could have done it the other way around just for the relationships. I don't want to stop there. Marsh is not very defensive. I have no intention of fighting that brute right now since we don't have a mission for it. Oh, it kept us away a little bit from the hand axe. Hand axe might engage us, but we will crush it. China's going to protect Wellington. They finally met Wellington. All right, we'll grab legalism, which again doesn't help us immediately, but will be helpful soon. We'll finish our worker in one turn, and then we're at size 4, so we'll start our settler right then. Timing's working pretty well, I think. Especially... Oh! I think I'm really happy with that. I think this is the position for Shanghai that is the least annoying to me. Yeah, it does mean that I can't really settle here. But I think I was mostly focused over here. Now, Austria might still pop in there, because clearly Austria's not over here. So Austria must be in here somewhere. So Austria might decide to plop something right there, which would be kind of annoying. But hey, all right. Let me reset all the tiles and go straight into a settler. We still only have one military unit, but it's a pretty strong one and should do a pretty decent job of protecting our settler. I will definitely go this way and improve the cattle, and it'll give us a little bit more vision to over there. Okay. I'll get right back to you. We'll get mutual embassies soon. Barbarian being beat up. We could get a little bit of relationship, except that we can't actually smack it. So I'll just make this move. We might still be able to hit it next turn. We'll see how it goes. You start working on that. I could go and buy an extra tile, just give me more breathing space, but I think we're gonna, I don't know. Ah! Salzburg down here. Okay, got that cocoa. Luckily we have our own. There's still place here for a really decent city if we wanted to. But we could also check out northeast of where we are. And I think that's what I'm generally going to do. I'm going to go beat up this hand axe. I think we'll have time to get a scout out over there. I mean, we couldn't have got a settler out any sooner. We are playing on immortal difficulty, which means the AI has a pretty big advantage. They don't start with a free settler like they do on deity, but they do start with a free worker. And I think a couple of technologies? I'm not sure. I think they start with like 4 techs on deity. I think they still start with some techs on immortal. So they've got a bit of an edge, of course. Let's give you drill, and then we might want to stop to heal you. I suppose there's a river crossing here. We can actually park you in the city for a couple of turns. You'll heal a little bit faster. And then, yeah, we'll head east. I'm going to get back to you. Don't worry about it. We'll get some embassies going soon. We'll get some embassies going with everyone. I'm really curious to see where Carthage is. Stonehenge has been built. Turn 34. It's actually not a very fast Stonehenge. There's our writing. Okay, let's go through and talk to everyone. Let's get some embassies going on. If one of these was like a super agro-tech who hadn't actually found my capital, or not agro-tech, agro-civilization, that hadn't actually found my capital, I'd be maybe a little leery to reveal it at this point, but it doesn't really matter much. Oh, Carthage is over here! We've got an English or Irish Carthage. Nice. It looks like Ireland is probably more over here. So we've got, this would be what? Cornwall? So a Cornish Carthage? There we go. It's an alliteration. I like that. Let's rest one turn here. So it's an extra cotton. It's not a unique luxury. Like, it's not one we don't already have access to. But there's a lot of cattle there. It's a pretty swanky spot. On the other hand, it would also be nice not to do any early border pressure. Not that Austria is particularly aggro. Did you finish? You actually finished that cattle? You did. Okay. You're not just freaking out about things. I agree. A farm here is going to be fantastic. Do we want to prioritize that? Our happiness is positive right now, but it won't last forever. So I think what we'll do is start improving. Actually, this is just as fast, but it's a little exposed is my concern. You know what? Go to this cotton, because I think it's a little less scary to do that. But we'll have to hook up a luxury resource now. 5 turns to our settler. It might be possible for me to manipulate these people to work a little bit faster, but it feels pretty unlikely. We'll smack him around. For the sake of argument, let me move to this one here. China shouldn't declare war on me to steal my worker. They're not a human. He actually could reach my worker this turn, so I'm going to have to move him unless I can kill him, which I can't. Because this is flat here. Yeah, so he could actually go and ninja my worker. I'd be able to kill him in return. And just be able to bombard him. You know what? That's fine. No, then I'd still have to retake the worker, which would be annoying. So that's not fine. Let's cross over there. We've got a Chinese worker around to protect us from barbarians anyway. See how that works? Ethelium! Hey, thank you very much. Here's some real money from an imaginary person from a fictional country. Are you Belgium? Nice. I've been to Brussels. It's really quite cool. I think it's too early to rush towards philosophy for a national college. We got our archery. We will want trapping for the camp relatively soon, but it might be worth us going down to bronze working. It won't really be relevant for our first city, but our third city, assuming there's room for one, might want to settle near iron. Oh, we're gonna get shot across the bay. No. Oh, I didn't. Oh, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. I didn't even think of that. Fudge. Fudge. Okay, I didn't die. Turn back over here. So unfortunately, we didn't get a scout out over here, so I don't know if we need to set our settler that way. It certainly looks like there's some land. I'm kind of tempted to keep going east for settling, as opposed to just dropping down here. If I did drop down here, I would probably go, like, right here. There's quite a bit of an overlap between this new city and my capital. We'd have a lot of food down here, because we'd have access, assuming these sheep stay in Brussels. 1, 2, 3, so we'd get 2 sheep, or 1 sheep, 2 cattle, and actually we might be able to rush by our way to this cattle as well. We'd have another cotton to sell. There's enough AIs on this map that we will have enough people to sell our stuff to, which is good. This city would be pretty big. It has crazy amounts of food. Production would be a little bit on the poor side, but not that bad. I've got the money to potentially buy some tiles down here. Well, we could settle on the other side too, but that would be... Well, that would be closer to the cattle. It'd be a lot easier to buy it, because we get the inner ring automatically. If I just bought this tile, we might actually auto-expand to the cattle no matter what. It would just be cheaper to get there. It's on the wrong side of the river to be defensive, though. Over here, it's nice because people have to attack across river. We know it's a decent location with a lot of food. Well, I guess we move there for now, anyway. Why not on the British Isles? Well, I don't have the ability to boat across there yet. All right, settler is done. Let's get an archer out, because we do need a little bit more muscle. And then we'll have to decide between library, stoneworks, and maybe even starting on a caravan. Yeah, you keep healing up. So far, still safe. I think we're going to do that. You know what? You take a second. I want some extra vision. And I'm thinking there. We could even go here, but I don't think that would be good. Let's do it. Let's do it. I still think settling up here would be, there's probably a nice spot. And yeah, I'm going to cross because it's a little bit closer to this cattle. So we might have a better chance of doing it. All right, I don't need division over here. Keep working on your plantation.